sweat, and tears into literally.
That's how you love.
Not even social media.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So for people who don't really understand, they'll be like, shut up and dribble, or whatever. You just an athlete. Like, man, you putting 6-10 hours into this shit every day.
You putting 18 years into
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Years,
Year after
hours,
year after
countless
year after
years.
year after year. And boom, for that shit to be gone like that over the flu. You know what I'm
ain't
saying?
talking about
That
it no
shit
more.
crazy. Right. Yeah, so that's
nothing about it.
Yeah. But you still here, man. You taking it out though. So, all right. So we're gonna bounce on though. I've been kind of sidetracked. So what you need in terms of your YouTube? I know it's hard, at least for me. I'm very insecure in terms of putting my content out there and being vulnerable and talking about struggling with transitioning through life from football. But what has been your experience? Like, how did you feel after you posted your first video?
I mean, I felt good. Like after I first posted my first video or whatever, but I have wanted to start. I started last year, 2021. I wanted to start in 2020, but I had kind of went through some stuff because our grandma had passed away, and I just kind of like was trying to keep myself busy. So I was like, let me, just go ahead and start this.
Yeah.
I kept talking about it, and then eventually, like 2021 came, and I decided to start my YouTube, and it's tough,
What was there a moment, or was there an event, or what kind of got you to say, okay, you know what, fuck this, let me start this, let me pull the trigger on this?
That's when I done did it.
We just did it. Like I can't even remember. Like me and her talked about it. We was like talking shit. Like we gotta stop talking about it, and if we want to do it, just do it. So we kind of started together for real.
Yeah.
And she was kind of helping me out with my videos, like helping me record and stuff. Cause my first video, like if you go to my channel, like you'll be like, okay, she kind of off a little bit. But my first video was like me showing somebody how to make something.
Okay.
And that's the one. That's the one that kind of was like going viral right now.
Yeah.
And now, like my last video I posted was
going viral. What YouTube video going viral right now?
It's just the one on like I guess people are trying to like branch out and become entrepreneurs, but it's just one on me making body butter. Like it's like a little short video on that, but it's getting it's almost at 2K, so
let's go.
Big for me.
Let's go.
So
all right. Bet. All right. So you putting out this content, and were you worried about comments? Were you worried about, like, how were your other people around you kind of supporting you and saying, yeah, come on, put this out? Like,
well, it was really I didn't really tell too many people other than, like, my boyfriend at the time and then her and my mom. And they were, really supportive. But me,
right, for sure.
I was big on what other people would think. Like, I didn't want to, like, promote it out. Like, I didn't want to put it out, but I did anyway. Even though I felt uncomfortable, I was like, you know what? Right. But now I love the uncomfortable feeling. That may sound weird, but like I don't care no more. Like I don't care what nobody think. But then when I first started, I was like, people gonna be like, why is she doing this? Like, that's weird, And I'm already like, so like growing up, I was like really introvert, but I'm kind of like in between.
Yeah.
And so now it's kind of like I kind of feel like my personality changed as I got older. So it was like people gonna be like that shy girl, making a video.
Well, so you know what? So I kind of I think about that often. Like I feel like, and I don't know, has anybody been in a situation where like you're walking down, let's say a long hallway or something, right? And it's just you and another person, and then like y'all will be walking and you'll just be like. Lord, don't fuck around and your phone be dead. You like,
be awkward.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're looking down at your phone, like you're trying to do everything except like look up, right? And at the last minute, you act like this motherfucker just popped out of nowhere, like it's Hogwarts
really
or something, like
that,
And so, what they talk about through psychology, and shout out to my therapist or whatever, like. Everybody is really insecure on a certain level. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Most people are walking down that hallway thinking, okay, I hope I don't trip. I hope I ain't got none in my teeth. Like, distracted, thinking the same thing, hoping that the other person is not judging them. But really, the other person the whole time is thinking about themselves. So ain't neither one of y'all thinking about the other person. Y'all just thinking about, you know what I'm saying? And so, I think it's to me that's pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
do that.
People don't care as much as we think they do.
Right.
They really don't. Like,
They
you
really do not care.
Yeah, they really
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
care. Like,
They
you
really
be
don't
thinking, like,
care.
this person care. Like, they gonna be talking about me. In reality, they just scroll by it.
Right,
Like,
right.
whatever. Like,
But what's crazy is you want them to care.
yeah,
You want them to be like, motherfucker, support me. Look
But
at my
that's
stuff.
but that's the thing I say all the time. I tell her all the time, like, yeah, I love my family,
Yeah.
but family is not gonna support you the way people that don't
Outside.
know you
Don't
is
know
gonna
you.
support
Right,
you.
right. Well, I mean, and that's a good point because I feel like depending on the level and the expectation, and I don't know, Quib, you can speak to this, but like if people are expecting you, like, bro, got a chance, he might be able to go to the league and make some bread, they may be supporting you in a way that's not genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And are super supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the back
You get a lot of
end,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Once you get paid, they're like, okay, all right, so you're gonna get 1.2, which means you're probably gonna walk away with about 770,000. So, all right, yeah, what's up? You know?
Yeah.
So,
Shit, we got somebody that went through that.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's real, right? But I mean, I think the bigger point is for you to have pushed through that feeling of, okay, I don't want people to like judge me and pay attention to me. Not pay attention to me, quote unquote. But on the other side, I do want people to pay attention to me and like show me love, like give me feedback.
Yeah.
And don't shit on me, but like, yo, let me know, give me feedback.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
how we get better. Like we just started this. I said this is the first multi-person episode we have, right? So it's a learning thing, but
Yeah, that's true.
so yeah. So I think that's dope. I think that's something people can kind of take away from class or write your notes down. Write your motherfucking notes. Hey, bro, did y'all have class checkers? The people that came by like pop up and see if you went to class or not, and if not, they'll write your name down and you gotta run or do an extra workout or something.
Oh,
What?
yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna-
man.
My first coach we did. My second coach,
Yeah,
they'll come around. I'm talking about everything.
circle the block.
Better be in it. Better be in that class. You used to have see, you a little bit older than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we had the app. They used to track you.
What?
You know, yes, we had the app. You used to have to put
no.
like
like
that
slavery,
pen when you
man.
get to class.
It's like slavery.
Oh, no.
And y'all don't want to pay
Telling
people
you.
for your likeness. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to pay these young boys out here for y'all jersey
Telling you.
sales and all this other type of stuff. And you walking around here tracking somebody.
Yeah.
And your mama or daddy ain't even got no app tracking you. Like, think about that.
I know.
Yeah.
Like I want all the women out here, like, talk about relationships. I want all the women out here. How the fuck would you react if your man said, hey, I want you to put this app on your phone so I can track you? And tell me when you went to class or not. You'd be like, motherfucker, what?
Yeah, like,
You don't
You can
trust
kiss
that.
my ass. Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You can kiss my
exactly.
ass.
They know. They know.
But
Shit,
that's
that's
literally how analytics are,
Yeah.
right? Like,
You wanna know what you
they don't
doing,
trust you.
what
They
doing.
want to know what you're doing. What,
Yes.
come on down.
Anytime ain't theirs, they want to know what's up. They want to know what you
Man,
doing.
look, this is a well-oiled machine right here.
Wow.
Like, they know how this thing works. You know what I'm saying? But that's real, man.
You were just crazy.
All right, so with both of y'all, you know, kind of got y'all clothing company. I know you said what is your name of your clothing?
Dinero dolls.
Dinero Dolls. All right, and then we got Cre8.
Create clothing.
Yes.
And we got. Oh, y'all talking about? Oh yeah, Yeah. y'all was talking about clothes. No,
Yeah. Shout it out, man. Shout it
Yeah.
out. Everybody,
Exotic
drop that
exposure,
thing.
man. You know,
Yeah,
XC.
yeah.
My brand, XC.
Okay, for sure. And we're gonna tag all of that and put it in the links below. We got the shirt right here. We're gonna tag that for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Big creep.
Be able to put it on.
Cre8.
So yeah, man. So we're gonna get right. All right. So relationships. I know y'all in a relationship. We kind of got a little bit of a different perspective right now because I'm engaged. I'm recently engaged. What, 6 months, something like that. You know, we out here.
All right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right now.
And then, but y'all, you know what I'm saying? 23. Oh man, 10 years ago. Whew. Damn. No, 9 years ago. Because I'm 32. Okay. I thought I was 33. All right, I'm 32. So, damn, 9 years ago? Damn. Yeah, 10 years ago for me? Shit. So, how is that, man? Like, you know, being in a relationship fresh. Y'all still in the honeymoon phase? Y'all
Yeah, we kind
fresh?
of
Fresh. And so, we're kind of going through, like we talked about before, but you just you know what I'm saying, being pulled out of being able to chase your dream, man. Like, have you seen? Well, maybe you did. Did y'all know each other pre? Kind of football? Okay.
Yeah,
so maybe she's only.
Yeah.
She may only be seeing you at your low right now. Like, have you thought about that? Do you feel like that?
At first.
Do you feel like you're at your low?
Not
Like
really.
in terms of like sometimes
like
just
and balling.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Does it get to you sometimes? I feel like that, man. I definitely feel like that. When I got cut, I came back feeling like just, oh man, like a failure. Just, you ain't shit. But really, I'm like, why the fuck my leg get fucked up? Like, if it's based off of how bad you want it, oh no, can't nobody top that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just really about how you take it. So I know like mine, it was just, you just gotta find a way.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
At that point, but it be hard. It's hard. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
like people don't understand how hard it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's hard.
Yeah, man.
It's like a real.
I mean, I think
point.
it's important, man, to have somebody that you can kind of lean on. Typically, that's your, your woman or your significant other, and they may not kind of always understand. Typically, a woman that's gonna kind of learn, or at least maybe for me in my situation, my fiance, she kind of learned me in a way where she knew what buttons to press, what levers to pull, if I am kind of just a little bit off today. And I may not be able to explain it, and she may not be able to explain it either, but she'll just kind of know and be able to, oh yeah, let me rub his head or scratch his back, whatever it is, like, you know what I'm saying, to kind of get you right. So I think that's important, man, to be able to have somebody to...
Yeah, so you definitely do that. My first two, pretty much one of the first people I met when I came back.
Yeah.
So if you did go to Party, we probably wouldn't have met. So.
Okay.
We wouldn't be where we are now.
So you never know, man. That may be a blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely genuine.
Yeah, man. You never know. They say like definitely your woman, man, is gonna be your support system, and she gonna, as men, we go out in the world and we trying to conquer and do this and do that and build, and if we fail or fuck up, we getting right back up, right in your armor. It gets messed up. So when you come back home, you gotta have your lady there to be. It's alright, baby. Come here, let me. Get your shit. Get your shit back right. We do it right. For her to build you up in whatever sort of way you need to speak life into you, so that tomorrow you can go right back out and go get out again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's definitely true. Definitely true. Everybody needs some support somehow. For real.
Love.
Man or woman, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's it.
So for a dude, it always take that female. What they say, is she a real?
Yeah.
So
It's real.
So
You just gotta keep
Can't
it.
go nowhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just gotta have some type of support system. Y'all support
Yeah.
each other, like y'all both support each other. I feel like y'all do what y'all gotta do.
Yeah.
That's how you
So
do it.
how is that coming from a female perspective? Because obviously it's a big, male-dominated society in terms of guys maybe feeling like they need all the support and then kind of neglecting, especially black women, right? Like neglecting y'all's wants or needs or support, right? So how has it been, so far in y'all's relationship, which, like I said, I may not know. I could be totally wrong, but you may not be experiencing, the best parts of him right now, after such a recent thing. So, how can guys, or how has it been, I guess, with y'all's relationship and him being able to pour into you, or how he can pour into you moving forward?
It has been a good journey. Like, he's really supportive. He always puts my needs and wants first. That's what I like.
Nigga, you up. Y'all drop a comment right now. Black love right now. Drop that shit in the comments right now, man. Hashtag.
No, but it's a good
Rude.
experience. I feel like everybody needs support. So long as it's equal,
Yeah,
treating me well, then it's gonna be a fun journey.
that's it.
So that communication though too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Understanding.
Yeah, that was really you gotta get what I'm
Comprehension.
saying. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta get what I'm
Right
saying.
there.
I can talk to you all day, but if you don't understand what I'm saying,
Right.
Yeah.
That's major.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, man. So I mean, I know y'all two being, recently single or just being on a dating market period. We talk about comprehension and you know, communication, that's the most important thing, right? But how has it been, I guess, for y'all getting out there with dates and, you know, trying to, I mean, it's, you know, for guys, we got to be the aggressor, right? We got to be the ones going out, but like,
push up.
Man, I didn't.
You know where to start.
I just got out of a little dating situation and it just wasn't my cup of tea.
yeah,
But my previous relationship, some events happened and I didn't see her side, and I didn't see her side until I got into this other dating situation.
okay.
And I ain't saying that wouldn't happen no more. Like it might happen again. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Me dating it's kind of hard because I'm gonna go all day every day. So I'm up all night every night.
Okay.
Stressing about work. Trying to help my folks, like trying to help us understand life in a different way.
Yeah.
Helping my family, and it's just too much on me. And then I get into like another situation, and it's like, dang, you putting way more on me than I needed.
Yeah.
So it's just putting me down. If you ain't support me, I don't want it.
Well, so let's go into that. What is how long was that situation though?
What's it about? Going on 3 months.
Okay. So I guess really the question is what is the, I guess from a woman's point of view, right? Because, and maybe this is just me, but I feel like as men, when we get with you, fuck everything else before you. We with you now. You my rib now immediately. You know what I'm saying? And I need you to be all about me. I need you to be learning my nuances to build me up if I'm fucked up or whatever, right? And so that's our expectation immediately, right? Especially if we feel as if we're sharing our time, resources, and energy into this woman, right? But as a female, if y'all are getting dick thrown at you, you know, 24/7, right? Like after 3 months or whatever, like what is a reasonable expectation for a man to ask a woman as far as support or love or pouring into, because we expecting, like we said, we come in like, hey, once, you know what I'm saying, once I'm here you know. So I guess what's kind of like that from y'all's perspective? Is it like, hey bro, I gotta filter you out, you just like, you know, everybody else, like how is that, you know what I'm saying?
You just gotta find your person. And you'll know if they your person. Like, you can go through guys all day long. You gonna know if he the one. He's definitely not.
Okay.
So that's the one you gonna be like, I'll support you more than I support, you know?
Okay.
You feel like what?
I feel like
You feel like what?
I feel like most females nowadays, they'll say every nigga is the same.
Okay, all right, hold on. Matter of fact, all right, so this Rule University, this is, we got 4 professors on here right now. But one rule on here is when we say most or generally, you have to, like the audience has to be able to accept that at least 70% of blank do that.
All right.
So if you say most women, it's got to be at least 70%. And generally, most people have to agree, okay, I would say 7 out of 10 women want X, Y, and Z, right? And on the flip side, if you say some, right? Because I can talk about, well, most men want a woman who is, you know, look like a Coke bottle.
Yeah. And
then the girl may say, well, some men want a woman that weighs 500. And it's like, okay, well, what is the percentage of that, right? So some, like, for you to say some, it has to be at least 30% of the population. So 3 out of 10 people have to prefer that thing or that generalization or whatever for it to have merit. So that's a rule moving forward. Rule University, rule number 972. Yeah. Right. I just made that shit up.
I feel like 70%.
Okay.
Of women.
Right.
I'm sure they'll agree.
No, I don't agree.
I don't agree.
Hold on, whoa.
So 70% of women nowadays will say that every guy just want one thing.
That's false.
That's false?
Well,
For
okay.
me.
Well, let me ask you
But
this.
we different kind of women though.
So
Yeah, we are.
let's have the guys say what are the top 3 things that we think women want out of a man, right? On the dating market, right? Like to separate, because quick sidebar from a man's point of view, right? We are forced to separate ourselves from the pack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how you doing is a million messages, right?
Yeah.
But if I walk up to you in the grocery store, I'm just like, hey, how you doing? Like, that's a normal interaction, not, well, the stars a lot. Like, you're like, hey, what? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we have to balance between, okay, what is a normal interaction and me just saying, hey, what's up to you?
Yeah.
But also kind of be unique, which is a fucking riddle in itself. Like, how unfair is that, right? To have to figure that out. But so we'll figure out, all right, what are the top 3 things as men that you feel like women are looking for in the dating market?
Hold on. So y'all saying that most guys don't just want sex, basically.
No, I'm not saying that. I don't think that every guy is the same.
Yeah.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that all men are sorry. Because I've met good men,
Yeah.
but I just
That
weren't
might be.
feeling it, or I feel like we weren't equally yoked. But it's some good men out there. But there's some sorry men out there
It's
too.
50-50. It's
Yeah.
balanced.
I don't even think it's 50-50. I would say 60-40. Because the
What, good
men,
men or bad men? 60-40, which way?
Yeah.
60 is the bad men.
Oh, dang, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
but that's still. I mean, because
50, you don't know.
okay,
Okay,
I
so, all right,
say
so
50.
now we're going to start with you. What are the top 3
3.
things that you think women are looking for in men?
Money,
Okay,
security,
okay,
and loyalty.
okay.
So, you top my. I was gonna say, confidence, money, and like security. I was gonna say something like that.
Okay.
Like support, like.
Okay. And I'm gonna go before I let the ladies go. So I would say, to me, money and security are the same.
Okay. True.
And then I would say, loyalty, and then I would say, attention. And what I mean by attention is social media attention. Not like promotion every day, pictures, public affection, whatever, but she definitely does not want to feel like you're afraid to post her or to say you love her or care about her or whatever, right? And in this social media age, she would say something more about a post than if I'm really telling you I care about you face to face. You know what I'm saying?
Post
She really gonna say, well, but I still want the other one. It's too hard, right? So
you think that fall in security?
Well, no. That's different. I would say like not affection, but I would kind of call that affection or attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
All right. So now we're gonna get the ladies' point of view. So we'll start with you.
I would definitely say attention. Security is big for me, but you mean explain why I feel like it's big?
Yeah.
I feel like it's big because, I mean, I'm not saying I make a lot of money. I'm not saying that. But it's some guys that I feel like, we talked about this earlier. I feel like that feel threatened by me because they feel like I'm doing better than them. But it's not, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm better than nobody. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, give me a chance first, before you say, hey, like this, she doing this because I can help you get to where I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm that kind of woman, but I don't know. I just like me dating now. I just felt like a lot of men has felt threatened by me because they felt like I was here and they was there.
Okay.
And they don't even have to say nothing. That's why I say like security because like, I don't know. I guess you do it make sense?
Well, no.
Because security is like money and same thing, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Alright, so
that's
that's one.
attention and loyalty.
Attention and loyalty.
That's
Okay.
what it is.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Attention, loyalty, and security. All right. What about you?
Yeah, I say affection, definitely loyalty, honesty, and money.
Okay.
Broke dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of think about it like, and maybe a lot of men struggle with this, or I can't speak for that. I'm not gonna say most.
No, you can.
I'm just gonna say some, maybe.
I thought we was doing percentage.
Well, I'm gonna say, I guess I will say most because this is how I think, and this is how at least a lot of the guys that I've communicated with. And when I say the guys that I've communicated with, I mean guys that are typically, good-looking guys. Whatever their path is, they're doing well, right? Which means they're successful in that right? And because of that, they tend to have had more options or experiences in life. I mean, it just is what it is, right? So when it comes to, I kind of think about it maybe as like caveman days, right? Like back then it was, okay, I need to hunt, kill, be able to protect and provide, right? A woman was incentivized to want that type of a man because she needed to survive and her babies needed to survive, right? So that's still the same mentality. It's just now it's 2022.
Yeah.
It's no longer a saber-toothed tiger that I gotta worry about eating my woman and me and my baby. But now security comes in the form of what type of financial base do we have? Do we have 3 months to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up so that if we lose a job or if COVID happens, we can live for 6 months finding a job or fucking getting a lawnmower and cutting some grass, you know what I'm saying, doing something, right? So that's what women want to see, I think, ultimately when it comes to security. But I think what the unfortunate part is when it comes to guys in the dating market is that, like, as a woman, okay, well, first I guess I'll ask, now that we understand what women want, which is ultimately security, right? That's generally, right?
Yeah.
We can agree on that, right? So, what is as a single person, and this is good, we got as a single person, how often is okay to go on a date or on a first meetup, like just for drinks or coffee or smoothie or, hey, I'm just meet you at the bar, like, I met you, you seem pretty cool, I'm single, you single, hey, we're just gonna meet up or have dinner or whatever. Like in a month.
Like how often in a month?
Yeah.
Just from my experience, I've had 4 dates in a month.
So
once a week. So.
What about you? And that's kind of like normal, like weekends. You know what I'm saying? You talking all week. Yeah, let's get up this weekend. Boom. All right.
I just dealt with that with one person.
All right. So you saying once a month?
I ain't even gonna say once a month because I don't really have the time. I say I don't have the time, but I don't have the time because I feel like most females want something a little different.
What you mean?
So this happened this week. I mean, I had this one female. She was like, you can be like every other nigga. You just want to say you take me on a date and then you want to go back and we do what we do.
Right.
I was like, that nigga not the same. So you gotta look past that. But
she had some trauma, man. She might have had some trauma that she didn't deal with. I mean, that's serious, man. She may have had that happen to her.
But I was like, I'm not tripping because I don't need to go on a date. I'm fine. But I mean, it is what it is.
But do you want that though? If you had the preference, if you got somebody, all right, I'm ready to go on a date or not. I mean, you want that?
I want it, but I don't need it. I put it like that.
Okay, because of work and all that, you got going on.
Yeah, okay. And then I don't want no negative energy. If something happened, like you can call me or something like that. I mean, I told you everything that happened in my life or that goes on in my life, so you can't knock me for that. So.
Well, so I mean, as long as the person is coming in, understanding what your schedule is like, what you got going on, basically, you down with being able to, you know what I'm saying, make something happen.
We can kick it, or
yeah,
or whatever. I mean, just gotta understand.
Netflix
like,
and
I'm
chill, trying to smash. Come through Netflix and chill.
You just gotta understand. Like, I'm gonna try my best to understand you, so I want the same thing in return. So, I mean,
all right. So how many dates a month? Long story short.
Oh.
One, you single, what, you shooting your shot at chicks, whatever. How many chicks, you know what I'm saying?
I'll say one.
All right, one. All right, so I feel like, on average, let's just go in the middle, 2.5. Yeah, let's just round it up to 3. So 3 times a month you going out. How much is a first meetup, like drinks or something? I don't know. Something simple.
You said how is it?
No, how much would that be?
What am I doing?
Like how much it costs for a couple drinks?
Oh,
Like if it's the first meetup,
it
you know what I'm saying?
It depends.
I feel like $50. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, maybe at the most, like you're just getting drinks. Like if it's first meetup, or maybe if you're getting dinner or something. All right, cool. So are you gonna be paying for that?
I mean, he asked me out somewhere.
Okay.
So
what about?
Let me go back. I'm the type of person when I'm there, I'm like, I got me, and he always say, well, I invited you out, so I got it.
Okay.
And put that in there.
But would you prefer? What is your expectation though? And you from North Carolina?
I mean, I would prefer
From
for
the
him
South.
to, but I want to make sure. I want to make sure because I just want to make
You
sure.
already know.
But one thing he told me is he said that I was the first girl to ever like say something like that to him, and he felt appreciated. He said it's the first time a woman ever made him feel like appreciated. Oh, and I say because I say thank you for everything. Like I'm like thank you for this. Like thank you for inviting me out. Like I don't know. I'm just that kind of person.
Right.
It made me feel good when he told me that because I'm just like that's just me. I ain't do that just because I just
show that love right there.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, you're gonna go out and each month. I guess the point that I'm getting at is that if, as a single guy, it should be acceptable for us to go out 3 times a month, right? As well. But that often means that it's gonna cost us $300 to be on the dating market.
Basically.
Not necessarily.
I mean,
What do you mean? Like, he's saying like $100 a day.
Right.
Yeah,
And so even the filtering process, it costs $300 to decide whether or not I like you or not. That's basically what it is.
Basically.
And so, so again, kind of going back to guys, right, and feeling like, okay, well, all right, we went on a date, now we're going back, and maybe a girl having that experience, and be like, hey, we just went for drinks, or it's just one dinner, like, I don't know you like that, you lucky I even responded, all you said was, hey, how you doing? You ain't even that unique, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's kind of interesting, the dynamic, and so I think from a guy standpoint, because like keep it real, like money ain't growing on trees around here. So it's basically like, okay, on average, it'll cost me $300.
I do want to say something though. So me personally, like me dating now, I'd rather for a guy to take me out on a date. It don't have to be 3-4 times. It can just be one.
Right.
But after that first date, we probably not gonna really know if we like each other. If we attract to each other, that's it. But we may not know if we really like each other. Yeah. I'm not about to invite you over to my crib, and I'm not about to go to your crib because I already know.
It's a safety thing too.
Yeah, a safety thing because I've been in the experience. Should I talk about that?
70%.
Nah,
right?
yeah.
70%.
Nah, share that.
So it's a bad experience. So I was in a relationship for 5 years, and like I said, I've been single for 6 months, and dating was new to me. Like it was real new because I dated my whole 20.
5 years, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So.
And you what, 27?
Yeah. I was 22.
So this is 22 to now, and so and then the last 6 months you've been single.
Well, 26 because I just turned 27. So
okay.
Yeah. So, but I haven't really told many people. I told you or whatever, but I don't mind speaking about it because it's But I know a lot of women go through this now. But I was in a situation where I had invited a guy over, and he was about to rape me, and I don't know. It was a bad experience. I don't really want to go into details, but I got out of it.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know. I was just sitting there thinking, like God, please don't let this happen to me, or whatever. And he just left. I already knew what it was going. I already knew what he was trying to do. Yeah. So like inviting a guy over to my crib, that's a no go. So if you want me to come over to you, I'm definitely not coming to you. I'm not coming. I would say like, hey, if you don't want to take me on a date, can we meet in public? Right. Like I've done like where I met a guy at Target before, like in the public area. Like he don't know where I stay, I don't know where he stay. Yeah. But it's really dangerous for women like to be dating now. Honestly, like I'd rather somebody say, hey, I'm gonna hook you up with this person, or me know this person. Like, it's hard dating somebody. You know, I'm in Raleigh now, and there's a whole bunch of people from different places that I don't know, and then like meeting them and stuff. It's just like, no. So like dating for me is just, it's been rough.
Well, I mean, that's one. I appreciate you know, wanting to share that, and then two, I mean, that's the testament, man. Like, you know, part of this whole platform is for people to be able to share their experiences and what they've gone through, and one, how they've overcome those experiences, and for other people to learn from them, man. Like, so to be in a situation and for other women to learn or to kind of understand, and you don't even know how many other women may have been in a similar situation.
It's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, definitely to have that support or to be able to make it through that. And you ain't shit motherfuckers out there that's doing that weird ass, corny ass shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. So, definitely be safe for real. But yo, man, like, even, you know, so I guess kind of going through that, and even going back to, you know, you two's relationship in terms of when you're dating and kind of going from the dating, meeting to, okay, now getting serious, right? Obviously, as men, we're thinking, cha-ching, 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 you know what I'm saying, right? Like, because we had to filter all the way to this point. And okay, all right, $1,500 later. You know what I'm saying, right? We got consistency. So, but I guess from a woman's perspective, how can men be better at, because I mean, one, as a guy, date in your fucking tax bracket. If you can't afford $100 per chick, $50 per chick. You know what I'm saying? Take her ass to Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? Or you better get real creative.
That's fine with me though.
You know what I'm saying? Get real creative. But that's tough to say as a guy when one of the top 3 things as a man that you respect is a man that can provide security.
Yeah.
So it's like, I basically got to be creative and be the wizard like Harry Potter, but really you want this. You want security, you know what I'm saying?
I go back to when you was talking about like the old days, like
you
killing animals.
You gotta find the money. You gotta
Right. You gotta find it, right?
You gotta find it.
Which is why you bounce from football to straight like, all right, I got what kind of job I'm gonna get, what am I gonna do? Because I gotta figure it out. Because I don't want people to view me as not being able to go out and kill and hunt and provide for myself. You know what I'm saying? That's really all what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Right?
You expect me to do this, but then when I can't do that, you ain't trying to help me.
Yeah.
Achieve nothing else. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess like what's a baseline of help or support that's expected? Like, if we just start talking, and as a person that I'm interested in you, and we meet for drinks and dinner's going well or whatever, like, how much do you expect me to support you in terms of your YouTube channel and what you have going on? And
like based on just that one date, is that what you're saying?
Well, no, just over the course of dating.
That's a big thing for me. You know, I want you know, I need somebody that's really supportive and understand what I'm trying to do, and not somebody, like he said, kind of like, you don't want no negative energy around.
Right.
You know, you trying to, you know, you already here, and then you date somebody, and then brings you back down here, and it's like, I don't need you in my life at this point. Yeah. Because I was here, and now you got me back down to where I was a year or 2 ago, and that's just.
That's what just happened.
It's like, you don't need that.
Yeah. So what about on the flip side, if you actually like this person and care about this person?
So I'm gonna be honest with it's tough because it was this guy that I really liked, but I knew we weren't equally. I knew he wanted one for me, but I was like, dang, I would really love to talk to him. Good person. And then there's this other guy. It's just like, I'm not into him. Like, he's a nice guy, but it's like, I don't know. It's tough dating. It's just, I don't know.
So what's wrong with the other guy?
The one that I actually liked?
No, the other guy that you didn't really like, but who was a nice guy.
Okay, so I know this may sound crazy.
Hey, sorry to you out there, brother. Whoever you are.
I hope you ain't watching.
Sorry to you.
But so I really tapped into like meditating and manifesting and stuff since I got in my relationship and stuff. And So I journal a lot. So I journal about like the kind of man I want, and I know like God, like God's gonna have that man for me, even if it's not that. And I know I'm getting older, and I don't know, like I want y'all to answer, see what y'all think. This may be bad for me. My mama told me I shouldn't think like this, but one of the things is, like I said, I'm 27. I don't want to date a man that has kids, and it may sound bad.
Okay.
But I want to see what you guys think on that. I know y'all don't have kids.
We already spoke
I
on it. We
mean,
already had this conversation.
I try to experience that, like dating a female, multiple females with kids.
Mm-hmm. And how you like
It don't feel the same. Like I gotta, for one, I gotta put up. I ain't gonna say put up with you because obviously I'm trying to put up with you because that's what I want. But then if I put up with you, I gotta put up with your baby father. I don't have to, but that's all gonna clash because
you want to know who runs kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which I've been through that with like my mom and dad and whoever my mom, the guy she dates or whatever. So I mean I understand it, but it could be a good thing too, like because the guy my mom who she's with he taught me everything I know.
Yeah.
Like my pops, I ain't gonna get into all that, but he's there, but he's not there. So I mean,
that's I'm sure that's a transition period a little bit to kind of go from like giving the side out like, all right, bro, what you on, to being like, okay, all right,
yeah,
cool, okay, all right, now all right, what's up, man? You teach me something, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to get off topic, but that's how I feel about it.
So you would date a woman that had kids?
I wouldn't. I tried it and it didn't work. So
that's why I don't want to, because I've actually tried it.
Okay.
And I just can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe when I get older, if I haven't found anybody, but I prefer like I guess because I don't have kids.
Okay.
So I think that's why I look at it like that. But I shouldn't be like that. But then I don't want to date a guy and then he don't take care of his kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I've been in that situation too, and I'm like, nah.
I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it, but.
No, I don't like it either. That's what you prefer, but that's just one of the things I'll be writing down. Just like, I don't kids. So.
Well, I mean, I think whatever the, as many preferences as there are, it sounds like we can all agree that men, you need to be able to provide security, brother.
Yeah.
And if it's not, and if not, you don't mean shit. No, I'm just kidding. But basically, that's pretty much how it's gonna be for you out here. It's gonna be rough, and so y'all better get a job or something. Because if not, it's gonna be a lonely road for you. It's gonna be a lonely road. All right, so we're gonna wrap up. I know we've been rocking on for a minute. All right, so one last thing I want to kind of wrap up about in each episode, because we're all trying to progress through life. I'm trying to learn how to be a better man, and even from y'all young bucks, you know what I'm saying, y'all can teach me something. So I guess in your eyes, what would you say is like a perfect man, or what is the image of a man that you think of, you know what I'm saying, when somebody says that? As far as what you would like to marry, or fellas, what you would like to aspire to be. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Who wants to start off? Who gonna fuck it off?
You
I'll start off.
Ladies first.
Okay, I'll go.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
A great man is a man that is protective, like a man that's not afraid to embrace his vulnerability. You know, he can just he on his boss stuff. Like he provide for his family, loving, and allow a woman to be there to support. You know, just. Basically.
For sure.
Okay, so like, I mean, my future husband, I want him to make me feel like I'm a queen, like I'm the most beautiful girl in the world, communicate, loyal, somebody that I can lean on, my best friend. You said the perfect man. I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
The journal, she like that. I'm tripping. But the perfect man is you ready for that question? I that question went. I don't know. I'm tripping. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, like I said at the beginning, like you know, I mean, perfect man ain't no such thing as a perfect man though.
Oh,
in your
man.
eyes, you saying in your eyes.
I mean,
Your eyes.
Yeah.
What
Like if you could build, if you
yeah,
could
yeah,
build a man.
somebody just
Build a man.
build him
Right,
on how
you
he
build a
look,
man.
or just.
Man,
Nah, just like.
I know what you mean. I'm just yeah, like she said, protective.
Is this a hard
Mm.
question?
It is kind of hard in a way. It's kind of tough in a way, but it's like I know in my head, but it's like, how do I put this into words? I just want somebody that's gonna like I said, maybe feel like a queen, maybe feel like I'm the most beautiful girl in the world. That's
That's it.
tough.
Amen. Rude. Alright, what you got? Go ahead, say you.
Honest, I say 3 things. Like to make a man. Effort. One. Cause effort go a long way. For real. For real. They do though, cause you gotta think about it. Effort. For a man to take effort, you gotta work.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the games. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be there with a wife. You gotta still cook somehow, stuff like that. Like they go a long way. Then the next, like they'll go good. Cause you can put effort in, but you ain't make no money. You still ain't gonna help. Like, so if somebody that still can go get it for their family somewhere to make like, you know what I'm saying, food and money pop up, still taken care of. So you gotta make sure that. And then 3, just somebody to have fun. Like they can be, like be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's up? What you got, man?
So
Fast.
I always stick by it. So I always hate you a man that's security. You know, somebody that's gonna stick by your side even when stuff get hard. A man that's gonna understand you and what y'all got going on. Like you said, have fun. Somebody you ain't gotta always be mad at. You can step out your comfort zone and be yourself. They can be themselves, and they ain't gonna give up.
Yeah.
I agree with him. That's my answer.
Alright. Straight up.
To a certain extent.
Hmm?
You know what I just went through, so
Yeah,
To a certain
that's
extent.
certain
you
extent.
got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Well, all y'all know.
But nah.
I did.
Well, it's good. So look, so we're gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts on the next episode. So y'all tap in, figure it out on the next episode of Rule University. But again, shout out. I really appreciate y'all coming on and showing me love. You know, this is the first podcast with me having some guests on, or more guests. We're gonna be dropping some more. We're coming soon, so I appreciate y'all. We're gonna drop everybody's Instagrams, everything below, social medias, all that. So we're priests, man. Shout out. And again, as always, as we say on this podcast, you know, if you got life, you know, just figured out and you just a boss and everything is great and it's, you know, rainbows and sunshines when you wake up, then come on to the podcast. I want you to be a professor. You know, teach us how to walk this righteous path that you on since you got all this shit figured out. But on the flip side, if you like me and you fucked up and you trying to figure out what's going on and just navigate your way through life and like overcome insecurities and really boss up, man, and come and be a student, learn through other people's experiences. And again, man, it's Rule University. We out.